Next pandemic, deemed the big one, could be the most contagious and deadliest disease known to humanity, scientists warn. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone that ruled well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren, preaching his word in all sincerity and in truth. To the hopeful elect out there, shalom. It's the brother Dhamma Gabar here with another lesson. Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. And as you can see, you heard the talks of Bill Gates of hell, Dr. Death Fauci, and a lot of these other individuals who have been warning that another P was coming. And, and you even had Bill Gates of hell said that the next one, will get everybody's attention. All right. And we know that these devils have been having this in their playbook. They've been having this, in their back pocket as a way to bring in this, this fourth industrial revolution. They had this in their back pocket to bring in the Depop agenda. And ultimately, it's going to be used as a major fear tactic to scare the shit out of the world to bow down to a global tyranny, And another thing that I was thinking too, they could release this shit in many different ways, but I really believe, me speaking as a man, this is why, they're bringing in all these different migrants. They're using that for multiple purposes, but I believe one of the main reasons, one of the ways, they're going to use this huge, contagious shit, whether they release it or whether they, have one of these migrants, because they're all these fucking people are coming into America and crossing the border unchecked, man. And a lot of these people coming from these third world countries, they're coming from all over the world, man. They have a lot of diseases that you don't have here in America, that a lot of people here have never caught, have never been prone to, and are susceptible to catching a lot of these different, diseases that a lot of these people from third world countries have, like malaria and Ebola and all type of other diseases that are not common here are going to start to become common as more and more migrants and people from third world countries coming into this country unchecked, sick, infected, start to come here and rub shoulders in all these different major cities. People are going to get sick, man. People could get infected, and it wouldn't be past these damn devils to, release something and then they could say, oh, well, this could be due to a lot of these migrants crossing the border. They have all these diseases. They're not getting checked. They're not getting screened. So it's caused a new P to come and a new type of sickness that's, spreading fast. And it's, people are dropping dead, So we can't be ignorant to shit like this, And we know that they want this, they have this whole new P to be the next big thing to bring the order out of the chaos and to bring in this new world order and to bring in, it's serving multiple purposes, man. All right. So let me get this real quick. So we can't be ignorant, man. All right. We know how this devil works. We know that he's crafty. We know that he's gonna pull out he's gonna do all that he can to, put the people in the position of fear so that he can bring in this NWO so that he could depop, so he can serve multiple agendas, with this type of shit. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, you see. And this is one of the devices that we know that these devils want to use. We know that, this whole emic is a major tool in the agenda of these elites to, like I said, serve multiple purposes. The depop, to bring in massive hysteria and fear, and to bring in a medical tyranny, man. And this is going to be a way that he can force people and scare them enough to where, you'll go and start taking different stabs and different spider juices if the fear is big enough. If they start seeing people in hospitals bleeding out of their nose, their ears, their mouths, they start seeing a bunch of people, seriously, really this time getting sick, more and more infected. And like Bill Gates said, the next one is going to get everybody's attention. And he had that devilish smirk on his face. You see, and we know 2024 is all hell's about to break loose in this society, and they want fear on all levels. They're going to want financial crash fear. They're going to want migrant invasion fear. The fear of the world's war, the fear of T attacks, false flags. They're gonna have all these things working on all cylinders to create this great fear campaign, which we know when people are fearful, they'll give away more of their rights. They're more easily to control, and they can be locked down and more easily deceived, man. And hey, this article says a lot. It says the paramyxovirus family, including mumps, measles, and respiratory tract infections, was added to the list of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease pandemic pathogens to walk in October. And I was reading this, I was like, well, that makes sense because, like I said, a lot of these migrants, that millions are coming across the border in America, and a lot of them are, they're not being screened. A lot of them have diseases that are not common here. That a lot of people here, immune systems would not be able to, wouldn't know what to do if they were infected by it because those type of diseases are not common here. And like I said, they can use that as, oh, see, we don't know where this shit is coming from. Everybody's sick. It's a lot of the migrants, and then that's going to cause more civil war. That's going to cause more hatred, more division, more reasons for people to lash out. It's going to cause that order out of the chaos. You're going to have, people getting sick, and they're going to blame the migrants. Now, people who are getting sick, they're going to come against those migrants. They're going to want them out of here. That's going to raise tensions. That's going to cause protests. That's going to cause people, more infighting, more confusion, more love of many wax and cold, And these devils are going to sit back, and then they're going to come and play hero, man. It says one of the viruses, the Nipah virus, has a fatality rate of up to 75% compared to the, which is well under 1%. Remember, he said, Bill Gates, we believe the next one is going to get everybody's attention. You see, because we know that these devils have a lot of these things at the CDC, not the Center for Disease Control, but the Center for Disease Creation. And like I said, and they can easily, have one of these migrants or somebody crossing the border with this shit already in them to come here and, go to this, he's around all these people and they're touching him, they're in contact, and then they're going to be shipped to Texas, to LA, to Chicago, Oklahoma, or wherever the hell they're going to be shipped with this shit in them. And what do you think that's going to do, man? You see? And that's why, they got movies like 28 Days Later. They got these movies where it's all this massive, pandemics all over the earth and people are sick and a virus that's out of control, you see? And this is all part of these elites playbook too, man. And it said, like we said, 2024 is about to be one hell of a year. And I wouldn't be surprised, if you're going to start hearing more and more about this, man. But we're not ignorant to Satan devices, man. We know that these devils are quarterbacking this shit. It says the next P, dubbed the big one, could be simmering in the background, waiting to unleash the most contagious and deadliest diseases known to humanity. It says the paramyxovirus family has over 75 viruses, including mumps, measles, and respiratory tract infections, and was added to the list of National Institute of Allergy. And you notice they ain't talking about the one-niner anymore. That shit's in the past, because they do that shit on purpose. They get you to forget about that, to think that everything is cool, and then boom, they come with this new one, which is going to be 10 times, 100 times more deadlier than the last one, So while everybody is marching for Palestine, everybody is caught up in this World War III situation, the Gaza shit. People forgot about the Ukraine. People forgot about the lockdowns. People forgot about the one-niner. But then, when this talk starts dying down and everybody's talking about peace and peace, then they're going to drop the bomb with this shit, It's always one thing after another after another, So we got to be, up on it. Brothers got to stay prayed up, and, you got to start taking these vitamins. The weather's about to change, and, got to make sure that we have our immune systems boosted up and we're doing all that we can do to shield ourselves. And also, prayer to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that we'll be protected and immune to this shit, because this devil is going to drop some shit out here eventually that's going to, shake shit up. It says one of the viruses, the Nipah virus, can affect cells with receptors that regulate what gets in or out of cells that line the central nervous system and vital organs. And on top of that, all these people got that spider juice in them. Their immune systems are weakened. So imagine if, they got all these goddamn boosters and all these upgrades of the spider juice, and then they get hit with this. How much is going to mutate? What it's going to transform into? People are literally going to be walking incubators of this shit, man. And on top of that, you're going to have all these migrants out here. So it's going to be crazy, crazy times, man. But this is all part of the agenda. You know, the Georgia Guidestones. You should know what that says. It says this variant has a fatality rate of up to 75% compared to the Ovid, which is well under 1%. Scientists note that unlike the flu and the niner are speedy shapeshifters, paramyxoviruses appear not to mutate as they spread, but they have become very good at transmission among humans, you see? Because they want something that's going to be highly, highly infectious, highly, highly transmissible. You see? And what better way is to have this shit already in a lot of those migrants and have them cross the border and having them being shipped all across the fucking country, man? By the thousands, by the millions, you know? And being dropped and plopped in a town near you. You see? And this is really part of these, the agenda of these fucking devils, man. You know? So we can't be ignorant. This is Psalm 64 and 5. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. You see? Only an evil person would concoct some type of shit like this, man. You see? But these are the wicked. This is part of their plan, man. You know? They have a plan to, like I said, the Georgia Guidestone plan. And what better way to do it is by some mysteriously highly contagious virus that's, you know, highly transmissible and have a mortality rate of 75%. They can just say, we don't know where it came from. Oh my God, this is devastating. You know? They make it seem like it's just some type of random thing, but it's not. It's planned, it's orchestrated. The same way with the last pandemic, man. Everybody knows where that shit came from. It says they commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Yeah. Something like this, they could, you know, just play that we don't know where it came from. We can play the mysterious card. They can play that this is just, this, you know, we don't know where it came from. We got to find the source, but really they're the source of it, man. You see, but with control of the media, with control of the minds of the people, with fear, they could, you know, make it seem as if, you know, they're not responsible for it, man. And they can make it seem like it's just some type of rare occurrence that's happening, and they're going to do all that they can to try to save humanity from it. But really, they're the orchestrators of it, man. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. See? So this is why we can't be ignorant to Satan's devices, man. This is part of that, you know, snares being laid privily. And this is you know, the inward thought of every one of them is very deep. It's very sinister, you know. And this is the type of shit that they're doing so that they could position themselves to bring in this this great reset, man. You know, and what better way to you know, to forward that is with something like this. And like I said, we've heard Bill Gates of hell. We heard Dr. Death Fauci all speaking about the next P, the next P. We will see another P. You see? And why are they saying that? Because they're controlling it, man. You know, it's in the power of their hands to do so. And when it happens, you know, don't be surprised, don't be shocked, because, you know, we know that this is Satan, the damn devil, Esau, trying to get an advantage and move one step closer to his NWO, man. So I just want to go into that, you know, as I saw this article, you know, I was like, damn, you know, I can see how they could use, you know, this huge migrant surge, you know, to as a smokescreen for them to, to create something like this, you know. And we know that, you know, that Depop is a huge part of the agenda moving forward for these devils, man. And what better way than to bring in the new P with the most contagious, deadliest disease known to humanity, and they already have excuses, you know, and scapegoats to point it to. You know, like I said, you know, this is just me, you know, as I was reading it, just thinking, you know, as a man, you know, that migrant shit could be a huge proponent of them to push this shit, you know. Because like I said, a lot of those people are coming over here unscreened, unchecked. They're not being tested for anything. They're just crossing into the border, man. Getting $9,000 a month, you know, and flooding all these different American cities, man. Ain't no telling what type of fucking shit they have or what they're infected with. And, you know, this could just be, you know, part of the plans of these elites, man. This is part of those snares being laid privily, you know, that wickedness of these damn devils, man. But we'll definitely keep our eye on this, see where this thing goes, but let's not be ignorant, man. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, putting the spirit in me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Until the next one, shalom.